Hello and welcome to my Python programming A to Z course. In current lecture, we will go through the Python 2 and Python 3 difference. So, to understand the difference, we must know about the Python 2 and Python 3. So, Python 2 made code development process easier than earlier versions. It implemented technical details of Python Enhancement Proposal PEP. Python 2.7 latest version in 2.x series is no longer under development and in 2020 will be discontinued. Python 3 released version 3.0 on December 2008. This version was mainly released to fix the problems which exist in Python 2. The nature of these changes is such that Python 3 was incompatible with Python 2. It is backward compatible. Some features of Python 3 have been backported to Python 2.x version to make the migration process easy to Python 3. So here if we see the insights from the Google Trends, then we can see the Python 2 and Python 3 usage. Then from January 1, 2004, we can see like that here the Python 3 was not existing. In 2008, it was existed and start dominating to Python 2.0. And then move on in 2019, it is again dominating on a huge difference to Python 2. If we see the basic comparison for Python 3 and Python 2, then you can understand it easily by this way. Like the release date is 2000 for Python 2 and Python 3 is 2008. There is one major difference in parent function, like we got these braces in it, and this is just only with the string quote marks. Division of integers. Whenever two integers divided, you get a float value in the Python 3, whereas you get integer value in Python 2. In Python 3, default storing of string is Unicode. The store Unicode string value you require to define them with U in Python 2. Syntax is simpler and easy to understand in Python 3, whereas syntax of Python 2 was comparatively difficult to understand. In Python 3, the rules of ordering comparison have been simplified, whereas in Python 2, those are complex. In the Python 3, the new range function introduced to perform iterations, whereas in Python 2, we use the xrange function is used for iterations. In Python 3, the exceptions enclosed in parentheses, whereas in Python 2, those are enclosed in notations. So lack of variables, the value of variable never change in Python 3, whereas in Python 2, the value of global variables will change while using it inside for loop. So backward compatibility, Python 3 is not difficult to port Python 2 to Python 3, but it is never reliable, whereas Python version 3 is not backward compatibility with Python 2. There are a lot of libraries available in Python 3, whereas the libraries created for Python 2 are not compatible with Python 3. So this is some overall basic comparison between two languages. The code difference you can see in Python 3, the definition main and hello world if you see this. And so this is the difference here in the code. So which Python version to use? When it comes to Python version 2 versus 3, today Python 3 is the outright winner. And that's because Python 2 won't be available after 2020. Mass Python 3 adoption is the clear direction of the future. After considering declining support of Python 2 programming language and added benefits from upgrades to Python 3, it is always advisable for a new developer to select Python version 3 for development. And we will proceed our development using the Python version 3. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy this lecture. I'll be back with next lecture. So bye for now.